October favorites. I'm so excited. November's here. It's almost Thanksgiving. I mean, kind of like, not quite almost, but like kind of almost. Then it'll be Christmas soon. I just love this time of year. It's getting festive and everything is just like getting a little bit chillier, and I just love it so much. So I'm gonna kick it off with my beauty favorites. First of all, I wanted to mention this L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Blush in the shade Subtle Sable. I really like this blush a lot. It's just a really nice natural flush. I have it on today and it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but not too much. It's just really natural, and it actually comes with a nice little brush inside of it as well, and a nice mirror. This is a really nice everyday blush. This is something a little different. I had never tried anything like this before. It's the Milani Illuminating Face Powder in the shade Amber Nectar, and what's really cool about this is it's kind of like a blush and highlighter and bronzer all in one. So you just sort of swirl it together and it creates just a really subtle natural flush on the face. It's also really great for if you're running really late in the morning and you don't really have time to like put on bronzer and highlight and blush, and you just want kind of a one and done. This is perfect for that. But also, even on days when I'm not running late, I still reach for it sometimes because it just creates that really nice natural flush to the face, and I really like it a lot. Oh my gosh, so I mentioned this in my Applefest haul. So this is something that I got at the fall festival in my hometown, Applefest, and this is by the brand Chez Lapine. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I'll link their Instagram down below in the description box, and you should definitely go check it out. It is their naturally moisturizing lip tint in the shade Plumbed Up. I am obsessed with this. I've been wearing this all month. It's so beautiful. It looks like it would be really dark, but it's just a subtle flush of color. It's so natural. It just gives you just the right amount of color. It's so moisturizing. My lips have been so dry lately, and this has just been the perfect thing for every day. I've been trying out a new foundation this month. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir in this shade Classic Ivory. I've got this on today. I am absolutely loving it. It's been perfect for my dry skin lately. I don't even have to powder with it. It doesn't get greasy. It doesn't dry out my skin. It's just that perfect balance, and also it covers everything so well. It doesn't create any sort of weird texture on my skin, and it covers old acne scars, which is exactly what I need right now, and I just absolutely love it. Plus it's super affordable. Moving on to skincare, I have another product from my Applefest haul. So this is another thing from the fall festival in my hometown. This is the Gento Soaps Jewel Weed Salve. I absolutely love this. It's a really disgusting color, but as you can see, I've been using it quite a bit. It smells really nice and natural, and like I said, I've been having really dry skin this month, and my hands were like scaly, gross, like literally it felt like you were touching some sort of reptile when you would touch the back of my hands. Cute. I would just sort of slather this on before I would go to sleep at night, and then in the morning I would wake up and there would be significant improvement in my dry, scaly hands, and now it's seriously almost gone. This has definitely worked wonders for me. I would definitely recommend it. There is a website, so I'll link that down below. Next up, I've got a razor. This is the Schick Hydro Silk razor. This is my favorite razor of all time. I've been using this for quite a while. It just gets the closest shave and it leaves my legs feeling so smooth. It rotates, which is really nice because it really helps you get like every single corner of your legs. It leaves them feeling super silky, like the name says. Next up, I'm moving on to fashion. So with the nights getting super cold in this time of year, I've been loving wearing super cozy pajamas, particularly these donut ones, which were a present from one of my best friends in the world, Julia. If you're watching, shout out. I love you so much and I miss you, but I wear your pajamas that you got me all the time, and they're so cozy and cute and colorful, and I love putting these on and snuggling up and watching some Netflix and having some tea, and it's just like the best night ever. Next up for fashion, I have a piece of jewelry that is definitely one of the most important pieces of jewelry that I own that also has something to do with Julia. This is a charm bracelet that used to belong to my Nana, but she gave it to me because what's really cool about it is that my friend Julia's mom and my Nana were like really close growing up, so they got these charms on their charm bracelet that say Jerry, which is my Nana's name, and then Kathy, which is Julia's mom's name, on the other end. So my Nana gave me this because she knows that Julia and I are best friends. It's just really cool that I have this, and I believe Julia has her mom's as well. I'm so close with my Nana, so I love wearing this, and I feel like I've got a little piece of her around with me all day. There's lots of really, really cool unique charms on it. Like my Nana went to the same high school that I did, so she has a charm that says Franklin High high school where I went, which is so cool, and she's a Pisces, so she has a Pisces charm, and just like some really beautiful things like this little heart with the rose on it. I just love it because it makes me think of my Nana, and she and I are so close. I literally like text her all the time. We realized that we're both super into Pinterest, so we like pin together all the time and like share recipes and things like that, and we have a blast. It's cool. Lastly, for fashion, I have this really cool straw bag that I actually found at a consignment store called Plato's Closet. You might have heard of it. I've been wanting a bag like this for quite a while. I just think it's so cool and different. It has this long strap so you can wear it over your shoulder, and this just makes me think of like maybe someday I'll get to live in New York City and I'll just like toss in like a packed lunch and a book and a little blanket in this, and then I'll just go sit in Central Park and like have a picnic. I don't know, that's like the idea that I have with this bag, but I absolutely love it. It's just perfect for tossing a few things in on the weekend and just going and doing everything you have to do. I just think it's really unique and different, and I love it. Moving on to food. So you might know that I had been doing the 21 Day Fix program for about 5 rounds, and I actually decided to stop doing that. I guess I just wanted to kind of touch on why I stopped doing it. I kind of felt like I hit a place where my body was at the weight that it was supposed to be. So the program is designed as a weight loss program. So as long as you continue doing the program, you're going to continue to lose weight. And I was feeling like I hit a point where I wasn't getting enough food and I was kind of like tired all the time. And I think that was because I was ready to be at a place where I was going to maintain my weight as opposed to continue going down. But that doesn't mean that I'm not continuing to eat healthy. I have continued to work out every single day since stopping the program. I'm definitely indulging in more treats here and there and sort of engaging in more of the social aspects of food than I was allowing myself to do before, which has been fun to return to that. And I've definitely been experimenting with a lot more healthy recipes, which is something I was so excited to do. I've been getting a lot of recipes from this How to Cook Everything, The Basics cookbook by Mark Bittman. This was a present from my Nana, so thank you so much, Nana, if you're watching. I use this all the time. And as you can see, I have a lot of post-it notes stuck in for different recipes that I want to try coming up, and I have them like color-coded for like snacks, weekday breakfasts, dinners, and things like that. I'm kind of a dork when it comes to that kind of thing. And actually, what I like to do is, I don't know if I've mentioned that I do this with cookbooks, but whenever I use a recipe, I always like to write the date that I made it on it, sort of as a way of like checking it off, like the bucket list of recipes in this cookbook, I guess. And then if I use the recipe for like a special occasion or like to make a meal to have with friends or family, I always like to write that in just as a way to sort of remember that night and remember that occasion. For example, I made this guacamole recipe for a pre-Halloween party that I had with my roommates, and it was so fun, and the guacamole actually turned out amazingly. They've already requested that I make it again, so I definitely will. I've been absolutely loving this cookbook. It's really simple too, which is good for me because I'm definitely still learning how to cook. I'm certainly not an expert yet. I've been getting a lot of use out of this lately. So another tool that I've been using as something to help me on my healthy living post 21 Day Fix journey is this book, which is actually a guided journal. It's called Eat Pretty, Live Well, a guided journal by Jolene Hart, who I also follow on Instagram, so I'll link her Instagram down below. But what's really amazing about this is it kind of helps you come up with an approach to eating that is just all about how food makes you feel. There's this list of all these different beauty foods is what they call them. It gives you this whole list and tells you like what each food does, like how it benefits your body. Like for example, cantaloupe protects against UV damage and maintains mitochondrial health. So different things like that. But the main bulk of this book is that it has a daily food diary. So you can write down what you had for breakfast and the time and the setting and how you felt after eating it. Also, like you can list all your favorite beauty foods that you had that day. I've been really loving filling this in, and I feel like it really has helped me to sort of like stay on track with my goals and everything. Okay, so for fitness, I mentioned that obviously I'm not doing the 21 Day Fix workouts anymore, but I have worked out every single day since then. So what I've been doing has been sort of a combination of just running outside. I did a 5K, and I've also been going to the gym a lot. The apartment complex where I live has a fitness center, so I've been running like on the treadmill or the elliptical. I've been loving the elliptical. I just bring my phone and I just like pop on a YouTube video or something, and then I run for like 20 or 30 minutes and it goes by like that, and I'm like not even paying attention, and it's like amazing. And it's sort of like taking time for myself, and it almost just feels like a treat to myself, doing something that makes me feel so good, that I enjoy so much. It's really cool. But another thing that I've been really enjoying is using YouTube videos that are workout classes. I've been using a lot of really cool ones. Boho Beautiful is one that I've been using a lot. She does like yoga classes, which is so cool, and she does them in like really cool settings. Like she'll just like be doing like a sun salutation, and then there'll just be like an elephant walking by behind her, and it's like, what is happening? It's really cool. Another one has been Pop Sugar Fitness. They're intense. You're gonna get sweaty, you're gonna get a good workout in. Those are really good. And Rebecca Louise Fitness has been another one that I've been loving so much. She does really cool like targeted classes, and she has like her little dog Alfie in the background with her a lot, which is really cool. Those are 3 that I've been loving particularly this past month. They've definitely helped me like shake out my workout routine and have fun with it. For home, first of all, I wanted to mention this candle that I have burning in the background here. It is by that same brand as that lip tint that I mentioned before that I got at Applefest. I mentioned this candle in my Applefest haul, but it's the Chez Lapine, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, candle in red apple and tonka. This was a present from my mom, so thank you so much, Mom. It just makes everything feel so fall, and it definitely is one of those candles that fills up the entire room. It's like a more like natural candle, so I was worried that like it was gonna have kind of a weak scent. It doesn't at all. It's like super cozy, so warm, and just makes you feel all like holiday ready, and it's really cool. And then I have another candle that I actually got from Urban Outfitters. It's called Wild. It's like aloe and citrus. It's just so fresh. It's totally opposite from this kind of a candle, but I like both types of scents. This one is really warm and cozy. This one's really like fresh and sort of light. Moving on to entertainment, I actually have quite a few entertainment favorites this month. I wanted to talk about the Hunger Games series. I borrowed all 3 books from my friend Lindsay, so shout out to Lindsay if you're watching. Thanks so much for letting me borrow your books. I will get them back to you soon. I have powered through the first 2 books this month, and I'm almost done with Mockingjay right now. And I know I'm like super behind on the Hunger Games train, like, because everybody read these like, I don't know, like 5 years ago or whenever they came out, but I just never did, and I'm reading them now, and oh my gosh, they're so good. And I've seen the first movie. I still need to watch the second movie and then the 2 Mockingjay ones, but obviously I want to wait till I'm done with Mockingjay to watch those movies. But I love the first movie. I'm just so into it, and they're such like an easy, quick read, but they're so good, and they kind of like keep you on the edge of your seat. You're genuinely like, I don't know what's gonna happen, like what, like I don't know what's coming next. Like it's really unpredictable, which is cool. So another book that I've been loving this month, I also got from Plato's Closet, which is where I got that straw bag from. I paid like $2 or something crazy for this. It doesn't have, it's a hardback, and it's supposed to have like a sleeve on the outside, and it didn't have that, but I mean, for the price, I was like, that's totally fine. But this is the Humans of New York photography book. I don't know if you've heard of Humans of New York. So this book is by Brandon Stanton, and it's just like the highlights from his blog where he goes all around New York City and takes portraits of people and gets quotes from them and like gets to know their story, and it's just so incredible. I actually read it cover to cover, but it's definitely the kind of thing you could just flip through, but I sat down and read the whole thing just because I was like so engrossed in it. I would definitely recommend checking this out. Also, like, he has a blog and a Facebook page and an Instagram, so I'll link all that down below if you want to check it out. This would be a really good like present for someone around the holidays, I feel like. Also, speaking of blogs, I have another blogger favorite that I want to mention, and she also has a YouTube channel. It's called the Anna Edit. She has just a really cool like beauty, fashion, and lifestyle blog, and I love that her style of writing. I just think it's so cool, so I'm gonna link that below, and also her YouTube channel. I love her content. Her whole brand is just very like clean cut and like chic and cool, but she's definitely not one of those bloggers that like takes herself too seriously either. Like, she's really fun, and I love that as well. And she has some really great like organizational tips and like fashion tips and things like that. She does the whole capsule wardrobe thing, and she makes videos about that all the time, like how she transitions between the seasons, and I'm just like fascinated by it. I think it's so cool. Another YouTuber that I wanted to mention this month is Fabulous Hannah. She's a British YouTuber that I've been watching for so long, and she is hilarious. Like, she definitely does like beauty, fashion, lifestyle, that kind of stuff, but she is so funny. Like, her videos just always make me so happy, so check her out if you need a laugh and if you just want like a fun video. And then I have 2 TV series that I've been obsessed with this month. The first one is Dancing with the Stars. Oh my god, I'm so into Dancing with the Stars. If you're into Dancing with the Stars, let me know and let's geek out about it together because I'm obsessed with it. And I'm totally blanking on the guy's name that I'm rooting for, but he was in Hamilton and he is just the most incredible dancer and I get so excited to watch him every week. And yeah, but pretty much all the couples are so good and there's like a few of them that I would like be happy if they won, but like especially him, like I want him to win. I'm like pulling for him so hard. It just seems like a really like nice group of people this season and that's always like super fun to watch. It's just one of those shows that you look forward to it all week and then you put it on and it just like makes you happy. It's definitely like a feel-good show and I just feel like we need some of that in the world, you know what I mean? Oh my god, speaking of things that make you feel things, This Is Us is oh my gosh, like seriously, watch it with a box of tissues. It's one of those, like every time I watch it, I'll be like, they're not gonna get me this week, they're not gonna get me, I'm not gonna cry, and then it'll be like nearing the end and I'll be like, nah, they didn't make me cry, like I hung in there, and then they'll say one thing that just like sends me over the edge and I'm just like sobbing into my popcorn watching this show. Oh my god, but it's so good. The storytelling, the acting, even just the way it's shot is so cool. I just love the way different plot points are revealed. Like I never would have been able to think of that. Like it just clearly so much thought went into like not only the story but then how they were going to tell the story, and I just think it's so incredible. I love it so much. So those are my October favorites. I hope that maybe you found something that you want to check out now from my favorites list. If you do, definitely let me know in the comments, and also let me know what are some of your favorite things that you've been loving in October. I would love to know. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're having an amazing start to your November. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one. I'll see you next time. Bye!